The phrase, what are you yoga with, feels awkward because yoga as a verb doesn't exist in common English uses. Yet, etymologically, yoga means to yoke or to unite. So when you rephrase it as, what are you uniting with? It suddenly opens a profound philosophical question. Because now you're not just referring to a physical posture practice, you're asking, are you uniting with your breath or with your body? Are you uniting with your mind or higher self? Or maybe even with your own unconscious patterns? It becomes a contemplative question that touches every level: physical, emotional, spiritual. Everyone says they do yoga now, as if it's a task, a routine, a morning stretch, a way to stay fit, calm, flexible. But ask yourself, what are you uniting with? Because that is what yoga really is. Not just postures, not just breathing, not just meditation. Yoga means union, a coming together, a yoking, a melting, a merging. So again, I ask, what are you uniting with? What is yoga? We have been asking this for thousands of years. But maybe it's time to ask, what is not yoga? Is yoga just a practice on mat? Just a breath? Just a posture? Is it confined to a class at 6 a.m. or a weekend retreat in the hills? If that is all yoga is, then what do you call that intense focus you bring when your world is crashing and you're still holding it together? What do you call that deep union of your mind with your fears when anxiety wraps around your chest like a vice? Isn't that also yoga? Yoga is not an invention. It's not something we do for 1 hour a day. Yoga is already happening. It's the natural tendency of the mind to merge with whatever it feels. You don't need to create yoga. You're already doing it. The question is, what are you in yoga with? You see, when you're lost in worry, that's the yoga of you with stress. When your thoughts sink deeper and deeper, dragging you down, that's the yoga of you with depression. When your mind clings to a past that won't return or a future that hasn't arrived, that's the yoga of you with time. Yoga is not missing, it's just misdirected. Like a river that doesn't know it's flooding the wrong fields. Like fire that cooks or burns depending on where you place it. We think yoga is something we learn, but in reality, it is something we redirect. You're already merging, you're already uniting, you're already in flow, even if it is the flow of chaos. So, yoga is not just discipline, not just detachment, not just stillness. Yoga is relationship. And you have been in relationship all your life with your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. The mind has always launched to unite with power, with security, with identity. The question is never, are you in yoga? But with what are you in yoga right now? You don't need to do yoga. You just need to change its object. Instead of merging with fear, what if you merged with courage? Instead of binding your thoughts to the past, what if you united them with the present? What if the object of your yoga was stillness, truth, or even yourself? Not the self that wears the masks, but the one behind the masks, watching quietly. That's the yoga worth practicing. Not new, just redirected. Every master who walked this earth didn't teach yoga like a foreign tool to be added. They knew you are already doing it. The Buddha didn't stop the mind, he redirected its union toward emptiness and clarity. Patanjali didn't say begin yoga, he said now yoga, as if to say you have always been doing it, but now do it consciously. We turned yoga into an activity, a brand, a badge, a performance. But yoga isn't performed, it's experienced. It's the way you eat, the way you walk, the way you speak to your loved ones when you're tired, the way you sit with your failures. You don't need to find yoga, it's already happening in the way you attach, in the way you resist, in the way you seek. You're not separate from yoga, you are its proof. The real journey is not to begin, but to return. Return the attention, return the longing, return the energy from chaos to calm, from grasping to grounding, from distraction to devotion. Yoga doesn't ask you to stop the storm, it only asks stop dancing with the storm. When you hold your loved ones and lose yourself, that's yoga. When you focus on your breath while the world screams, that's yoga. When you notice your anger before it explodes, that is yoga. Yoga is not the absence of emotion, it is the presence within emotion. It's not the suppression of thought, it is the redirection of thought toward that which liberates. So maybe the truth is this: yoga is not a practice you begin, it is a relationship you wake up to. You were never apart, you were never not doing it. You were just choosing the not needed dance partners. So today, don't try to do yoga, just ask, what am I in yoga with right now? And then choose consciously.